We're at HomebrewCon 2026 in Asheville, North Carolina, and they are hosting some of the greatest brew tubers in the world. I'm here with Emmett of Clawhammer to Fly. Huge YouTube channel. Check it out if you haven't watched it yet.
Thanks, Doug.
So one of the things I was told recently talking to Charlie Bansford,
Okay.
he described balanced beers, and it's beautiful because he said there's a curve or really a straight line that goes from American lagers
Okay.
all the way up to black IPAs.
Okay.
He said the key was the greatest beers are balanced, and they'll fall perfectly on that line. You know, it's easy for Charlie Bansford to describe that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I taste a beer, dude, I don't know how would you put into words? What do you think when you're tasting? Because you do all these recipes.
Right. In terms of like a beer that I want to drink and that's crushable, by default, just going to be a balanced beer.
Yep.
And I think it's probably something we don't even really think about. It's just like you taste a beer that's very crushable, sessionable, is going to be that way because the hops are balanced to the malt and it's not too hoppy. Maybe it's not too sweet, or it's like the perfect dryness. One of those things, without even thinking, you're like, this is good. And you might not even think why. But then if you look at it and maybe even look at the recipe and the percentages and be like, oh, well, it's because the hops are here, the malt's here, and it just works in your mouth.
Would it be fair to say when you finish that last sip and you go, I want another one of those?
Yeah, I think that
to
me, I think that's what a balanced beer would be. It's it keeps you come back. You take that last sip, like you said, and it wants you to crack open another one, right?
Yeah.
One that's brewed perfectly and balanced. It's going to want to bring you back no matter the ABV or whatever, in my opinion.
Okay.
So,
well, I'm going to add to that question because I want to know one thing. Charlie Bansford talked about this black IPA that was just wonderful.
Like a black IPA with that big hop and that big malt and just perfectly balanced.
And I'm sorry, but Charlie, I have never had a black IPA that I thought was balanced.
I love black IPAs.
Okay, all right. So what do you think the secret is to a good black IPA to keep it balanced?
I think obviously you're going to have a more malt character, some roasted character in there, which is going to balance out the bigger hop addition. Okay. So
it better not just be black.
Yeah, you need to have the hops up increased as well because you got to balance out the bitter, not necessarily bitterness, but a little more stringency usually with the black IPA with your dark malts. And it's one of my favorite styles. And it's one that was big like a long time ago, 20 years ago.
What Charlie said.
But I feel like it's come back a little bit. We've kind of tried to bring it back. We have a black IPA kit that we sell that I love.
We're going to have to get in the studio sometime and do that.
Heck yeah, I do.
Because I want that black IPA.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, cheers.